Okay, welcome to a super exciting edition of Microsoft Excel. Give me 1 second here, and let's make this magic happen. Okay, so today just a quick intro to Microsoft Excel. We're going to do a couple of things, quick adjustments to a column. We're going to make, and we're going to apply a filter. All right, so this is going to be easy for, or making it easy for, reaching your data quickly or efficiently, especially if you've never used Excel before. Maybe you don't know what it's capable of. I'm sure in the future I'll do a tutorial on Access, but I'm not even there yet. So here's what we got. First thing I want to do is I want to label my data type. All right, so maybe it is gear name, like that. Maybe the next column is the gear serial number. Maybe sometimes you have to do a lot with serial numbers, right? Maybe the next one is the gear set number. Okay. And maybe the next one is quantity. And maybe the next one is value. Right? So pretty simple, and I will zoom in on that so you can see. All right. So we got all different kinds of values, and one thing I like to do is I like to make all of my stuff the same. So make sure it's unbolded, and then I want everything to be centered. All right, and for these kind of values right here, I want this to be underlined. All right, those top names, or forget the underline, I can just come over here and make them bold, but I need those ones to stand out. All right. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rows Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo, and I'm going to highlight that. And let's make a box around my workspace here. All right, I want all borders, right? Just like that. So now I have something that looks a little bit more professional, right? What is the gear name? Anything that we can think of. Let's go with cups. All right. Actually, this would be labeled cup. Right. The serial number is 255, 255, something like that, right? And don't worry, we're going to get to some little cheats here in a second, right? This also has a set number of, let's go with 1001. Quantity for this one is 1. The value for this one is $1. Okay, so now let's do cup again. And now let's do the gear serial number for this cup is 057. Now, as you can see, that 0 went away in the beginning. But if I need that 0 to be there, there's a couple of ways that I can do it. I personally take the entire row, or take my entire thing here outside of dollar value. I will not touch that for what I'm about to do. And I can change it. I can change the format cells right here. And I can change that to a text. There's a lot of different options that I can change it to. But I use text. Change that to a text, and now that 057 will stay. And it'll get a nice little symbol up there. All right. So now set number. Okay, the serial number's changed drastically, but if the set number is 1002, all I need to do is grab this box right here by the bottom right corner and drag down. You piece of garbage. Oh, right here. Fill series. There we go. So right there, now if I go from 1, 2, 3, whatever, that's a quick, handy method to actually get them in the order that you need without actually typing in all that raw data. You don't need to do that. All right. So there's a quick approach for that. All right, so quantity here is 1. Dollar value, that's going to stay the same. We can Control C, or we can just bring it down. Do Control C, Control V, or just bring it down. All right. So next we went from cup, now we have spoons. Right? This one does not rate a serial number. Okay. This gear set is going to be NA, or set number is going to be NA, non-applicable. And maybe this thing is just recognized by a quantity. 20 spoons, don't care what they look like, what type they are, there's just 20 of them. And the value is $20. So basically $20 a spoon, right? Okay, so what do we got? Let's do forks next. All right, and again, NA. Yep, quantity 50 and $50. Okay. And now we are here, and we can apply a filter at any time, and we can freeze certain parts of this at any time. So regardless of how far down we go or how far left and right we go, we can keep what the gear name is, the gear serial number is, what the gear set number is, what the quantity, and what the value is. All right. So keeping that in mind, the first thing that we're going to do is let's freeze panes. All right. I like to come over here and click on cup. Now, if this, 2, 3, 4, 5 was another type of label, that would not work. Instead of clicking on cup, which is clicked on right now, I would have to click on the next, the next square from the next column over. But that's not the case. All right. The only things that I care that are frozen in place is this right here. So let's get to that. All right. So let's go to view, freeze panes. All right. And all you got to do is see how I gave you that example with that square. That's the one that you have to use right there. Boom. Freeze panes. Keep rows and columns visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls. Boom. Now, as you can see, I'm scrolling up and down, and that gear name, gear serial number, all of that stuff has gone with me. So regardless of where I'm at in the document, I can keep that pulled up and use that to reference. Okay, give me 1 second here. Hey, it's fixed in Excel Snipes. Congrats on getting the Acer Predator. Sorry I missed the stream, no problem at all. I'm doing a quick 3-minute tutorial, and then I'll be right back with you guys. I'm actually going to be streaming some Call of Duty for a little bit tonight, and then I'll be streaming some Shadow of War also. So, okay, so the next thing that we're going to do here is I want to apply a filter. And before I do that, I want to go to forks again, NA, NA. Excuse me, wowzer. This quantity right here, yeah, let's go ahead and make that. This one's going to be forks dull. Let's just go forks D. And this quantity is going to be 50 also. And then these ones are also, I just needed to add some more things in my table here. 50, boom. Okay. So now that we have all of this, this is not bold. Hopefully that is the case. Yep, okay, it is. Okay, so I want to apply a filter. So all I have to do is go over to Sort and Filter, click it, and then go to Filter. That's it. And as you can see up here at the top, everything now has a drop-down menu. All right, and I can sort by dollar value. I can sort by quantity. I can sort by, gear number, gear set number, gear serial number, whatever I want to do. But in this particular case, I want to sort by what the piece of gear is, the name of the piece of gear. So all I got to do is I come over here to name, I uncheck, select all, and the only thing I care about is spoons. Boom. So now the only thing that remains the same in my table is spoons, but I got a nice little icon here allowing me to know there's a filter that's applied. Okay, so with that being said, I can take, I can do spoons and forks. All right. And now I still see that there's a filter applied, but now I'm only showing, you know, hey, spoons and forks. This can be extremely beneficial if I get a spreadsheet from another entity in the corporation and I only certain values of that spreadsheet mean anything to me. Maybe it's personnel, maybe it's vehicles, but the only thing that I care about is personnel, their timesheets and things like that. So all that vehicle information I can filter out of my Excel spreadsheet and focus on what is very, very important to me. All right. So given that example, I'm going to go back to select all. I'm going to hit OK. And now I'd like to show you how to do something else real quick. I want to I want to sort now, and I want to sort by a dollar value from highest to lowest. All I have to do, come up here, select all of my values, and then our same thing that we used before, the sort and filter, we're going to click on that, and we are going to sort from largest to smallest. All right, boom. This is very important. It says Microsoft Excel found data next to your selection. Since you have not selected this data, it will not be sorted. What do you want to do? Expand the selection, continue with the current selection. We want to expand. Okay, so now everything is computed the right way. I wanted to sort from a high dollar value to a low dollar value, and now I have accomplished that. All right. Now, if I want to sort by, I use the same principles that I just gave you, and now I want to sort by alphabetically, right? Come back over to sort and filter, and all I have to do is go from A to Z, or lowest to highest, right? Expand the selection, boom, and there we go. Now everything is back. Now it's in an alphabetical order, okay? Which is exactly what we want. I like to do things in alphabetical order or a number order. Okay, it's fixed. Good question. So one of the viewers asked, hey, does this cost money for Microsoft Excel? I believe it is $9 if you are a student or active military. I think it's $9 for a year. But what I do, I pay by the month. I pay $9 a month, and I got Office 365. And Office 365 is worth every penny. But great question. Okay, so there are so many different things that you can do with Excel. I'm going to end this tutorial right there. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The next time that we meet, we're going to go deeper into values. I am going to add one more thing here real quick, all right? If I want to get a total of what I've already done, there's so many different ways to do this, all right? Actually, you can just select every box, and then if you look down here, it says sum, right by where my mouse is moving right there. It'll automatically calculate the total for you. You don't even need to hit enter or do anything like that, right? But maybe, okay, it says my school lets me get a whole lot of stuff, including Office 365, so I can access this. Yes, it's fixed. Yes, you absolutely can access this. And if you have this, I'm going to be doing a lot of tutorials on this as well. I'm just going to make sure they're not labeled gaming, so it's going to be under education because it is. And the whole purpose of the streams that I do is not just gaming, it's education, it's technology, there's a lot of different things, all right? So one last thing that I do want to show is I want to show a formula real quick because a lot of people think that formulas are so difficult, and there are some very difficult formulas out there, but for me, the formulas that I had to do were pretty easy, okay? So I'm going to give a formula right here. This square, I'm going to put total in this one, and total spoons. Let's go total spoon value. Okay, so that needs to be shrunk down. I guess 8 is as far as we can go. No problem. Let's take that, Control C, put it in here, Control V. All right, and then we'll go ahead and delete that one. Okay, so there's our box total spoon value. We're going to hit this right here, and then I know this box right here. I want this box. Why is it doing that? I want that square to go away. Stop. Okay, but anyway, that's being stupid now. I don't know why it's being stupid, but it is. Okay, so I want this box right here to be my total spoon value. Let's undo that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this box right here, and I'm going to say equals, boop, equals. I just put the equal sign in there, and then all I'm doing is, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want this to be spoons because there's only one. Yeah, I want this to be total fork value because there's two. Okay, total fork value. Because let's say that my fork value is going to be constantly changing, right? So these boxes, they may always change, but I just want to at a glance be able to look at total fork value and see what the value of forks is, right? So because my forks value is going to constantly change, but the place on my Excel spreadsheet here for forks is not, I'm going to say this box right here equals this box right here, which is going to be represented as, I believe it's either E4 or 4E, right? That, and then I'm hitting the plus sign. Boop. Oops. I said I'm hitting the plus sign. And then I'm hitting the other forks box, which is E5. Boom, just like that. And then I hit enter. So that now immediately, anytime those values change, in fact, I can make this right here, this whole format cells, I can make sure that it knows this is currency. All right? With a symbol. Boom. Too easy, right? Easy day. So I come in here, hey, guess what? This value just changed to 75. This value just changed to $10. Okay, so it automatically keeps changing the value of that box. It starts there, but I cannot tell you how very complex you can make this. The more time that you put into this, the more payout you can get for time saved if you have a job that you have to compute a lot of raw data, all right? So these are some of the fun things that you can do with Excel just to make your life a lot easier. You can make your own calendar, and there's all kinds of good stuff that you can do. So that is Excel right there. I'm not going to leave you hanging. We have to label this chart and what it is. And what better way to do that than to, we're going to have to kill this. I know, I'm sad too. Okay, so that, we killed that, and we are going to do something real quick. We're going to take this whole thing, we're going to control exit, and we're going to move down to here. Boom, we're going to shift that down, and I want to label this kitchen-ish, all right? So I'm going to label this kitchen-ish, and I want it to be right over my chart, big and bold, all right? Bold and underlined, and I'm going to give this a nice header, and I'm going to do it, let's say, you know what, let's go with red, because I want to be a baller today, all right? So there's some red, and then we'll make the background blue, because why not? I'm the one making it, and I can do whatever I want. All right, and so I want this to be super nice Times New Roman, which is straight gangster, right? Boom, just like that. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to write the following. Kitchen-ish, just like that. But it sucks, all right? It's not how I want it to look, because right now, even if I center it, it's still going to look like crap. So that's uncentered, that's centered. So what I need to do right now is I need to merge and center, okay? I want it to be the length of all these boxes. So I'm going to do a merge and center. There it is. And then I can also do a merge to the top and the bottom of the box as well, all right? So I got that, and now the font just looks stupid atrocious, right? Or the way that it fits in the box. Let's bring that up a little bit, shall we? All right. So there's kitchen-ish with its underline. We'll then take our chart right here. We'll control exit. Put it right here. Control V it. All right. So kitchen-ish is freaking phenomenal. Okay. I want to get rid of all these extra boxes that we have right here, because that's just straight garbage. That's straight garbage. All right. And let's go ahead and delete all that. And shift cells up. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So kitchen-ish is an absolute success. It doesn't get any better than that, all right? Maybe if I change the color and played around with it a little bit. But as we progress in these tutorials, we'll start talking more about formulas, and we'll start talking more about your graphs and pretty much how awesome that you can make them, and then printing graphs and things like that. But for a base, you do understand there is a lot of things that you can do with this, and I'll keep this video short and sweet, under 30 minutes. If you enjoyed the video, please be aware this channel right now, it's in its infancy stages, and we do not just cover Excel, Word, Outlook, and all those things that I actually have to use at my job. We cover gaming, new technology, and then education. So eventually we will have more channels and we'll have more people brought on board. I finally now just got the laptop that I needed. So we will be doing a little bit of everything, but pretty soon we will have specific channels for everything. So if you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe. One thing I like to do is when I'm on my gaming channel, and I'll eventually do it here, is I like to show, oh hey, I got a new subscriber, and put it on the OBS Studio under a box that, you know, they pop up. But I'm going to keep it there, end it now, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. We'll see you guys soon.